Hi there. How to be happy. Today I'm going to discuss something which may be counterintuitive at first glance. So I'll ask you to bear with me, and it's about the truth in the saying a stitch in time saves nine. Now, the reason it's counterintuitive is that simply what it means is sometimes you save yourself stress by piling the stress on yourself in the first place. So when you're under a lot of pressure and you feel like one more thing, you're gonna explode. If you can identify things on the list, which I'm sure by now you have made, that can be done easily, it's best to just take the bull by the horns and get on with it. So a stitch in time saves nine. What that means is that if you've got a garment and so the pocket, and it starts coming undone here, one stitch can save you the work of doing 9 stitches later on. So if it needs 3 stitches, it would be 27 stitches. It basically means that if you act quickly, then you will save yourself a lot of work later down the line. And it's not just work, because you may have the personality that starts beating up on yourself for letting things slide. You may also avoid a lot of criticism for letting things slide and build up and get worse. Whereas if you do tackle things straight away, the opposite will happen. You will probably earn praise, not least from yourself. That's a very important source. And you will avoid a great deal of stress. So if 9 is a true number, then you will save yourself 9 times the amount of stress, 9 times the amount of labor, 9 times the amount of expense. But of course, it could be a lot more than a scratch on your car, which then turns to a rust spot, which then means that the entire side has got to be replaced, rather than a very quick waxing job or a touch-up paint job. These things are sometimes easily overlooked and ignored until they do become big problems. And it also applies to our health. We feel that there's something not quite right and we ignore it, and then before long it grows and grows and grows, and suddenly we've got a big joint stress problem, for example. So those things on your list, or which arise in the course of everyday life, which are seemingly minor, deal with them straight away. So this really leads into a talk about procrastination, which in and of itself is a source of stress. So we will look at procrastination in more detail in another episode. Okay, so that's it basically. Don't let things slide, don't let things build up, don't let things get out of hand, because they do get out of hand, and then they're much bigger problems. They are much greater sources of stress, which means that your body is flooded with much more adrenaline and cortisol. Okay, it came in under 5 minutes today. We're getting there. All right. Take care of yourself and stay as stress-free as you possibly can. Build up those happiness levels. And as usual, if you feel that the world could benefit from these hints, tips and observations, then please like and subscribe and let the algorithm know, so that it will spread the word. Okay, thanks and good night.